Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, who the word calls God, and Yahweh Shai, who the word calls Jesus. All right, this brother Judah Mine come with a quick exhortation through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. And as you can see from the precept that's highlighted, we're going to go on to is Proverbs 3 and verse number 5. All right, because I think a lot of people kind of forget this and not take these different accounts that we got in the Bible and learn from them, right? That's why. So I'm gonna bring this out right to it. It's Proverbs 3 and 5. It says, "Trust in the Lord with all thy heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding." Right. So yeah. So that's why these precepts, these different accounts, are to show us how to move and what not to do. How did our forefathers fall? Our foremothers? What are the things they do to basically be on bad terms with the Lord, or to have curses placed on them, or just have evil befall them from the Lord, and what to do, what was well pleasing in the sight of the Lord, man. Right? But see, this is one of the main facts we gotta touch on. We gotta understand that we gotta trust in the Lord with all our heart, right? And our whole mind, body, and spirit, man. Because everything that we do in this world is ultimately ordained by Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. But sometimes you could force the course of the river and try to stray away from that, man. Right? What I mean by that is that's when you start to lean on your own understanding, right? And you know what to do, you know what not to do, but you try to bend it to your will a little bit. Well, I know it's the Sabbath, and I kind of, don't supposed to work on this day, but we in captivity. Hold on, brother. You know what to do, but you're trying to bend it unto your own understanding, unto your own mind, to soothe your own flesh, right? Or it could be for your woman, it could be, or vice versa, your husband. You may try to bend it for that, but we gotta understand that all the things that we go through, whether it be good or evil, it's all for the good and for the bettering of us, man. Right? Let me get that real quick. Everything that we go through, we gotta understand that. For one, it's already written. Our lot that we how we walk, how we move, the things that we do, it's all written already. The Lord had it ordained from the foundations of the earth. We just playing it out, right? For it's just we just playing the Most High movie, right? He kind of put us here, we go there and here, right? So I'm gonna get that, right? So we gotta understand that, man. All these things is already predestined, and we just really living it out through the Spirit. All right, so I want to get this. This is, right, just going into this as well. It's already predestinated everything that's going to happen. But this is Romans chapter 8 and verse number, I'm going to start at 28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are called according to his purpose, for whom he did foreknew, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son, right? So even going into this about the predestination, who was already chosen and elected and allotted to believe in Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, to believe in this truth, right? That's why you got some who's not going to believe, right? And you got some who's going to believe. But nevertheless, it was already predestinated, right? Just like our lots and certain things that brothers go through. What one brother go through or one sister go through is going to be different from what the next brother or sister go through. But the end goal is all the same, right? To endure it, that furnace of adversity, and to overcome it for the kingdom's sake, Lord willing, for the elect's sake, Lord willing, right? So continuing on with this, for whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son, that he might be firstborn among many brethren. Moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called. And whom he called, them he also justified. And whom he justified, them he also glorified. So remember, this said from the foundation of the earth, right? It said literally, for he did foreknew and did predestinate. Predestinate, yeah. Literally, this already was predestinated, man, from the foundations of the word, man. All right, just like he told through the Spirit Jeremiah, right? right? He told Jeremiah the same thing, right? This is Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse number 4. Then the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. Let's read that one more time, right? Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. So the Lord said, hey, to Jeremiah through the Spirit, hey, before through the Spirit, I formed you in the belly, right? Hey, I knew you already, man, right? And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee. Before he even came out the womb, because why? It was predestinated already. So, it's still tying all into us leaning on our understanding and not trusting so I can not lean on trusting the Lord and not leaning on our understanding. It's all gonna go hand in hand. But keep going. It says, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. So the Lord said, before he was even born in the belly, formed in the belly, and before he even came out the womb. Hey, when you keep going through the Spirit, you say, hey, you know how many hairs on his head, man? All right. So through the Spirit, it's all according to predestination. The Lord already knew, and we all got our own lots. But you could try to bend it for your own sake, right? For your own belly, man. Right? So, but I just wanted to touch on that through the Spirit. So I'm finna get let me get this precept as well. And it's like it on 1 Peter chapter 1. Right. This is 1 Peter chapter 1, and we're gonna go to verse number. I'm gonna start at let's see. I'm gonna go to verse 7, right? All right. This is 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 7. It says that the trial of your faith being much more precious than of gold that perish, right? Because like I was saying, we all got our own lot that everyone has to go through. Whether some brothers may catch ills in the body, right, in this flesh, in this corruptible body. Some may catch it spiritually. Everybody gonna have a different lot, so I'm just using examples. But nevertheless, those things are all to make us make us as that pure gold. That's what we're gonna read through the Spirit. It says, verse 7, continuing on. Well, I'm starting from the top again. 1 Peter 1 and 7 says that the trial of your faith being much more precious than of gold that perish, though it be tried with fire, it's like it might be found unto praise and honor at the glory at the appearing of Hamashiach Yahweh Jesus Christ. So all these things that we go through is to make us to be basically found unto praise and honor, that pure gold, right? You don't want the 99.9% gold, not the impurities. Got the zinc, the copper, trying to purge all that out to get the pure gold, man. Right? So that's why these things that we go through, it's for that, man. Right? Let's get the classic in this Iraq, right? The classic, which is in the Apocrypha, right? The extra hidden books that was hid, but they found now, man. Right? So this is the book of Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, right? Chapter 2 from the top, right? It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. Right. So it says, continuing on, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. See, so all the things that we go through, the trial and tribulations, the vexations, all these things is us having to trust in the Lord, right? That's all part of trusting the Lord, that the end goal is going to be, that the gold, that fine gold, which was possibly, we wanted to be at the kingdom, right? The glory, the riches, not in this bondage and captivity, having to work for the nations, not having anything in this damn place, right? The kingdom, right? So, end all be all, we got to go through these trials and tribulations, but that's where our trust in the Lord come in. You got to trust in the Lord with all your heart and mind and body and soul, right? No matter what you go through. That's why it says right here in 3, it says, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at the last end. Verse 4, it says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. All right, so whatever that befalls you, whether it's in the flesh, whether it's in the spirit, in this world carnally, whatever is brought upon you, the Lord said, take cheerfully. Why? Because it was already allotted to you from the foundation of the world. That's that predestination. Your lot that you already had from the foundation of the world, which everyone has a different lot, though the end goal may be the same, right? Some big people may be in the truth, hey, just to give up the spirit, man, right? Just to bring another person, man, woman, or child into this thing, and then you fall away. Yeah, who knows? Everybody has a different lot, but at the end of the day, whatever we go through, we got to take it cheerfully and be patient when we change into a lower state. Verse 5, for gold is tried in the fire, the same thing like Peter was saying in 1 Peter 1:7. It says, for gold is tried in the fire, in acceptable men, and that's unisex. Hey, that's women too. It's not just because women gonna go through certain things as well. Children, right? They're gonna have different things that they go through, whether it's at a higher level or a lower level. Nevertheless, if you serving the Lord in truth and sincerity, you're gonna have some kind of temptation, something that's gonna befall you to test your faith, right? It says, for gold is tried in the fire, in acceptable men, in the furnace of adversity. But we gotta believe in him. Verse 6 says, believe in him and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him, right? So that's why you gotta trust in the Lord, lean on the Lord with all your understanding. Trust in him with all your understanding, man. Because once you start to once you start to lean on your own understanding, that's when all hell breaks loose. Now you bending your will, bending what's righteous and what the Lord ordained or what he said for your own will. So we just want to make sure that the things that we doing is in truth and sincerity, and not in damn hasty or in fear or in any or doubting, right? This is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 2 and verse number, I'm gonna start at verse number 12. It's the opposite side. This one you want to lean on your own understanding, right? It says, woe be to the fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth 2 ways. Woe to him that is faint hearted, for he believeth not. And that's all it is, right? You kind of lack that trust in the Lord, right? You kind of don't fully believe this thing, man, right? Because if you lean on your understanding, you kind of just want to do what you believe in your own mind versus what the Lord said versus or does or put in front of you to do through the Spirit. It says, woe to him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended. See that? Continuing on. Woe unto you that have lost patience. Right? And what will you do when the Lord shall visit you? So the end all be all. You want to trust in the Lord. Whatever he put you through, endure it. Go through it. Right? So you got a brotherhood, a sisterhood. You could reach out on. You don't want to be the brother who separate theyself at times of adversity and want to be a damn super individual, like, and you destroy yourself, man. Right? You may say, oh, the Lord's still dealing with me. Hey, that may be Satan dealing with you, man. On the left hand side, the Lord and Satan just through the Spirit. It's not a red man with the damn pitchfork, right? But nevertheless, he could be dealing with you on the left hand side. Thus said the Lord. Just like when in Job chapter 1 and Job chapter 2, he asked he through the Spirit. Everybody know that account. Ask Satan where you coming from. He said to and fro. Basically doing the will of the Lord, man. Paraphrasing, right? So at the end of all, we know that the Lord, the angels and everybody hearken unto what the Lord tell them to do. So it could be the spiritual demon Satan kind of dealing with you, man, and you think it's the Lord. The whole time it's not. So that's why we gotta trust in the Lord and not lean on our understanding, man. Right? Verse 15 says, "They that fear the Lord would not disobey His word." Right? Keep the Sabbath day, man. You ain't gotta bend it for your will or for work, man, or for the feast days, the high holy days. Right? Wearing your fringes, keeping the law, period, brotherly love, exhortation, all these different things. Once you start to bending that and doing your own will, that's disobeying the will of the Lord, man. Verse 15 continuing on, it says, "And they that love him will keep his ways." right? So if you fear the Lord, you're not going to disobey his words, because that's the part of loving the Lord, man, right? It's a classic in John 14:15, 1 John chapter 2, verse 6 on down, right? 1 John chapter 5, verse 1 through 4, right? So it's the classics and how you love the Lord, keeping the commandments, right? So end all be all is we have to literally trust in the Lord with all our heart and all our mind and not lean on understanding, right? Because once you start the part, that's when evil come apart, man. When you thinking on your own, that's when the Lord gonna deal with you, man. Right? So I'm gonna go back to that and we can close up. It's the book of Salakia, Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 5 again. Right? So end all be all is trust in your Lord with all your heart and don't lean on your understanding, man. All right? Because out of that comes evil when you lean on your understanding, man, and folly and foolishness, man. And ultimately, it falling out this truth, man. Right? Just imagine just being in this thing for years, however long, 1, 2, 3, 10 years, 15 years, and now you fell out. Now you don't believe you gotta wear fringes. Now you making videos said, I remember I used to be a black Hebrew Israelite. Don't be that brother or sister, man. Right? So we're gonna close up with this. Proverbs 3 and 5. Trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not. I'm gonna read that one more time. And lean not unto thy own understanding. With that, give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, Kwame Yashala.